Hello, everybody. Oh my God, it has been a minute since we have done a fat acceptance react. But here we are. So I'm not gonna lie, these girls, they get frustrating. I think it's been since before Christmas since I've done one of these, but we are going to react to a video. It's a compilation from a channel called VS Comp. They do good compilations, so definitely go check them out. I'll link their video below. It's slightly sped up for time. If you hear noise in the background, I am very stuffy. The allergies are crazy here right now. If you hear noise in the background, my kiddo is on the other side of the room playing Fortnite with his little friend who's on in the game. Anyways, I don't know how much of this video we'll get through. I'm not sure what all the clips are going to consist of, but it's always entertaining and never a dull moment when we watch some of the fat acceptance girly pops. I've been watching too much Amber. She's starting to infiltrate my brain. I am a little tired, so if I feel a little low on energy, that's the only reason why. So that being said, let's get this started and see what they have to say. I will try to read what's on the screen and describe stuff for those of you who may only be listening and may not be watching. This first one, starting off right off the bat, says, "Hi, when I call myself fat." So maybe we'll hear her, but if I need to read something, I will.
Hi, when I call myself fat, I'm not calling myself ugly. I'm not calling myself worthless. I'm not calling myself a monster. I'm just calling myself fat.
And yeah, and this is something I've said all the time. And I have heard a lot of other people who react to fat acceptance being, just because you're fat doesn't mean you're ugly. Like, you can be obese and have a beautiful face. You can have an attractive face and not have an attractive body. You can have an attractive body and not an attractive face. Maybe you are gorgeous, but your personality's vile and somebody won't find that attractive. They really fall into this gimmick of you think we're ugly purely because we're fat, and you think someone's attractive purely because they're thin. And that's not the way it is. Thin does not equal attractive. Not by any means. And thin doesn't equal healthy either, right? Okay, this woman's cracking up. She's super morbidly obese. She's panning over to a guy who is also super morbidly obese, and it's really impressive they both fit in this car. What's so funny?
I burped in his face.
What?
And now he's throwing up.
Now listen, I'm gonna say something here, and I'm gonna be rude, but I don't care. It's only made worse by the fact that this woman is super morbidly obese and presents herself kind of sloppily. It is vile. You are a vile person if you burp in somebody's face, like blow that air right in their face. That is rude. That is immature. It is disgusting. And he clearly thinks so because his head is hanging out the car and he's retching. Why would you even, again, see, perfect example. You're not always unattractive purely because you're fat. Like, why is he even with her?
I could have my tummy out, even if it's just on TikTok for clout. And if you got something to say, shut your mouth, cause I'm a hot ass bitch. I'm a hot ass bitch.
Okay, that was a woman standing in an alley or something, singing about how she can put her belly out on TikTok and you can't say anything if you don't like it. She's a hot ass bitch. You're allowed to have that opinion, and I admire the confidence, but she was probably about 225 pounds. She was morbidly obese, a ton of visceral and central adiposity, and I'm sorry, it is not attractive, and I don't think you should be hanging that stuff out and showing it off. I'm sorry, I grew up in a time where you were better suited to like dress for your body type and stuff. And I'm not saying like obese women shouldn't have trendy, stylish, pretty clothes. But dude, like, I'm sorry. I just think once you get past a certain size, it's not like cool to walk around with your gut hanging out and your rolls hanging out and like wearing crop tops and stuff. Like, that's just me. I don't like it. I don't find it attractive. I'm glad those girls are confident. But come on, after like just doing that is just a lack of self-respect. Okay, this one says day 12 of flexing on fat body positivity posts. And on the left, it's a split screen of a guy that's pretty fit, in shape. And on the right, I'm assuming this girl's like dogging him or something. And she is super morbidly obese. She looks like she's approaching Amber Lynn's size. This woman's probably got to be about 450, 480. Very, very obese. Of course, she has her pants pulled up under her fupa, so it's hanging out. She's in a bra. Because why? Why would morbidly obese women wear clothes on TikTok?
This is my announcement that I'm fat and I'm perfectly okay with that. And if you're not, find a new fucking hobby.
Wait.
And then she said she had text that says fat people are beautiful. That's your opinion. You're allowed to have that opinion. Just I'm allowed to believe that you're not. Once you get past a certain size, you are not beautiful. You are not attractive. And even more so, your lifestyle choices and your lack of self-control and your greed and your poor health, that's unattractive. That woman was huge. She said she's fat and she's okay with it. There's a difference between being chubby and being fat and then being that size. If you are okay with that, you are a problematic person. You are selfish, you are greedy, you take far more than you need, than your share. You are going to burden the healthcare system. It's just wrong, you know what I mean? And then she probably has kids that she's teaching this to.
Are you wearing a bra?
No, I took that thing off.
Okay, and this is another morbidly obese woman who is probably at least 370 pounds, 350 to 375, wearing a dress, reenacting, making hand gestures and stuff to a sound about why don't you put on a bra or something.
Command you to put a bra on this instant.
I refuse. My melons were meant to be free.
Medic.
Okay, gross. When that thing was saying that about my melons are meant to be free, she's picking up her boobs and flopping them around. And I mean, like, if they hung much lower, she would trip on them. It's not attractive. And I know, like, once you get older, you gain a lot of weight, you've had kids, the boobs start to go a little south. Mine have, definitely. They're not where they used to be. They're quite low. Mine are, I'm very heavy chested and I prefer that I wasn't. But, I just don't like walk around like in public flapping them around like that. I put a bra on and stuff. But it's just like, it's like presenting yourself with basic self-respect and dignity.
Cease this foolishness.
I can jiggle if I want to.
And now she's shaking and jiggling. And you know what? A lot of this is for feeders. This is for clout. This is for hate comments because it's for engagement. But I probably will have to do another video. I've already done 2, and they do quite well, about the rampant feeder fetish prevalence on TikTok. And all these huge women are coming out of the woodwork because the platform is being used as a means to connect these people. And I'm sorry, it shouldn't be on there.
Leave my bra behind because my boobs don't bounce, and if they don't bounce, well, that.
Like, I'm sorry, I grew up in a time, I'm like one of the last Gen Xers, where a thin woman would not really act like, or would be shamed for acting like this. Like, if you were overweight, like, you just would be taught, like, this wouldn't have been socially acceptable in my younger days. And I know times change and everything, but God, can't they change for the better? Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Dude, if you're not watching this, try to make a point to go and watch this video. that I'm reacting to. And go to the 1 minute and 20-second mark. This woman started off camera so she could film herself walking into the screen and turning around. She is so super morbidly obese. She is wider than her big screen television. And she literally is borderline not able to walk. How is this something to be I'm sorry, how is this encouraged? Who is encouraged to be like, I'm so proud of this, I'm happy, I'm brave, I'm stunning? No, why? You're lazy and gluttonous. It is easy to be like this. It is hard to manage your hunger and control what you eat and be active and make good food choices and stay within a certain healthy size. That is hard these days. This is not. Holy mother of God. I actually can't. The fat distribution on it is absolutely unbelievable. In the front, on the right side, left side, well, it would be her left or right. I can't tell if that is her thigh or her stomach hanging down. If that's like her pannus or her thigh. That was her thighs, and she's shaking it and jiggling. That is for feeders, guys. That is fetish content, and it shouldn't be on TikTok. And okay, people have their kinks and whatever, and you do what you do and you like what you like, but I'm sorry, kinks like that deserve to be shamed because they're harmful. It is self-harm, and these people, these feeders, like to see these feedees harm themselves to the point of physical immobility, poor health, and in some cases death. And that should be shamed. They're horrible people. Now, there's this girl here. I've seen her before. She's quite pretty. Got a beautiful face. Like the hair, like a wolf haircut kind of thing. Again, has her gut hanging out. She's standing here in her underwear, and she's going to brag about how brave and sexy and beautiful she is and beautiful. Says she's a size 26 to 28. So she is probably at least 100, I'm being generous, 100 to 125 pounds overweight. She needs to drop at least 100, 125 pounds. And she's beautiful, so it's not for looks. Guys, this is not healthy. And to have your weight so centrally in your abdomen, the sarcopenic adiposity is so dangerous on a cellular and metabolic and just generally physical level. But yeah, talk about how brave and sexy and hot your impending like diabetes and amputations and blood clots and stuff are. Woohoo! I know that would get me all hot and bothered. Now, see, like, she has this dress on, and I like the dress. I like the look. I think she looks really nice. It is really sad that a woman like this, stylish, pretty, young, has just rescinded to the like, oh, it's easier for me to just be overweight and then obese and keep growing than to want to do the work and actually respect herself and lose weight. That's a shame. It's damn depressing is what it is, you know? I mean, our country is just like, is like regressing to such a serious level that it's embarrassing. Oh, okay. Then she put a little like corset girdle over it with some boots. I like it. I like it. I preferred it. I preferred it without that, but it still looks nice. Okay, and a leather jacket. I like that. No, she's stylish. She has a look. It would look better if she was thinner. And I don't even mean skinny, just more of a healthier weight.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure something out, right?
This is a woman whose chin has literally abducted her neck because her neck no longer exists. She's really big. And that's really sad because, again, this is a very pretty girl, young, pretty hair, just, oh my God.
A lot of men claim that they don't like big girls, right? Yeah, okay, whatever. But anyways, so they claim they don't like big girls. But what I think is so weird is, like, when I talk to a friend or a client and they're telling me the story about how they got cheated on, they always get cheated on with big girls. So somebody's lying.
Okay, and what that says is that maybe they thought you wouldn't have standards because you don't get hit on very often. Maybe they thought, okay, they just wanted laid. They wanted something on the side. They weren't happy at home. That doesn't mean they lust after you, or it means they do have a little secret chubby chaser fetish. Fact is that's a sign of horrible disrespect. They don't want to be seen with you. They don't want to make you the main chick. They don't want people to know they're with you. That's insulting. Don't give guys like that the time of day, and lose weight, get healthy, take care of yourself so that you can be the main woman. And then if that guy comes back and tries to get with you, tell him to go kick rocks. Okay, now this is a girl, morbidly obese. There's writing on the screen that says, I can't even do this trend because I hated myself so much I didn't take any pictures of myself for years. And boy, do I know what that's like. I am very self-conscious about pictures. I'm really upset I've missed out on a lot of pictures of my son's younger years because I didn't want to be in them, or I was embarrassed. That's like a magic trick that'll always work. If you want to make a fat person disappear, pull out a camera. It'll be a disappearing trick right there. Okay, but like the thing is if you hate yourself so bad, why not try to eat healthy and lose weight and get your physical and mental health in check? Your mental health and physical health are directly correlated to each other. You cannot sit there and go, oh, I'm super morbidly obese, I'm going to not focus on weight loss so I can focus on my mental health, because you're never going to get your mental health completely straight while you're obese. You can work on both, because the fact of the matter is if you want to do mental health work, yes, that's fine. That's important. Do it. But there's never too much mental work that you can't just choose to eat a little less or go for a walk. And I know for some people it is harder to lose weight. I'm in that boat. But when you're as big as these women are, you could just make small changes and start losing weight and start seeing results and start feeling better. These aren't people that are out to lose the last 10 or 20 vanity pounds. These are women that need to lose 70, 100, 150, 200 pounds. Again, wow. I think I've seen this girl before. I think she does put out feeder content. Really, really big in the hips, really wide, shorter, but kind of Anna O'Brien shaped. She really looks like she's got like a serious state, like case of lipedema, and she looks like she has it in her arms too. And here she is in her underwear and a shirt, happy as a clam, showing it off, showing people, look at my lumps, look at my bumps, look at all the excess baggage I'm carrying. Look, I'm the size of 2.5 for 3 women. I'm so proud of myself. Give me praise. No, I'm sorry. You're a pretty girl, but you're like delusional. Like, you don't deserve to be praised for this. Definitely lipedema. Like, I'm not diagnosing, but I'm just saying. And that is very hard to lose weight, to lose that weight. But if it gets worse with the more weight you gain, and then you can lose weight and then control it and get it operated on and do procedures to shrink it down quite a bit. But here she is, just smiling and happy, and look at me. It is absolutely just glorifying the obesity, which they always claim they don't do. But here they are doing it. And it's her again. she literally had to turn sideways to fit through this door. And she's happy and smiling about it. You outsized a freaking doorway. And you're smiling about it. All you should be doing every day is crying. And like trying to change and make better choices. Like all of these people, I wish for all these people that they would lose weight and care about themselves and love themselves enough to take their health seriously. Oh my God. And then that's just another big woman in a sports bra. And again, morbidly, every one of these girls are morbidly obese. And she's just got a headset on and she's dancing around. And you know what? Good for her. She's rocking out, doing her thing. She's up. She's moving. Do this. Dance around for 30 to 60 minutes a day and cut your portions in half. And then come see us in a couple months. She's moving, so that's a plus. Okay, and now here's another one that says, do you actually wear crop tops in public? This is what I was talking about. Like, this girl's really skirting the line. I think, personally, I think she's too big to be wearing this. Nobody wants to see your chubbo rolls hanging out. It's really sad because this is a cute outfit. And I don't mind, like, a really, like, crazy over the top makeup and hair and stuff. I was like a makeup girly my whole life. I still am. And she just looks great. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. And it's like, you think like you would be such a legit knockout if you would actually get your body and your habits to match the face. Like, but to sit there and go, no, I'd rather just do all the things, buy all the clothes, take my time to do all the makeup, do all the hair, and not care about your body. That's really tragic. I actually really like that haircut. I don't let my hair grow, but I would do it like that. I like that hair color, that blackish, that dark brownish black with that red in the front and that particular color red. I really like that. I'm jealous. She's pretty. She's so pretty. She's misguided though. Okay, we'll do a couple more. We'll see what comes down the line here. Yeah, look at her. She's really pretty. This is tragic.
Little New Year's Eve dry run. Trying on the dress. Trying on the shirt. Happy early New Year's.
Okay, and it's just showing these people getting ready to go out for New Year's. Okay, cute. She's got a dress on. He's ready to go. That's fun and all, but she's too big for this outfit. Like the under the arm is cut really low into a low back. And her front boobs actually merge into her side and back fat to make a big side boob. That's not attractive. I'm sorry. Call me a raging asshole. I believe in dressing for your body type. And this is not dressing for your body type. I'm not saying these people should be ashamed of their bodies. I'm just saying there are some times when your body gets to a point that it doesn't need to be on display like this. Like, I'm sorry. A dress like this is not made for a woman this size. Dude, like, why don't you help your wife lose weight? Like, don't you want her to be healthy? Don't you want her to be around to celebrate many more New Year's with you? Freaking feeders. Another pretty girl. And these girls are all so young, too. Like, they're all like, I'm healthy. I don't care. Yeah, well, you are until you aren't. It is gonna hit you like a freight train. Just you watch and see. Yeah, that ain't it, sis. Oh God, and he's picking up her skirt and showing her. She's got tiny feet. She's not that tall. Her feet are teeny. I have little short feet too. Short girl feet. They are little.
Okay, this might be super niche content, but if anyone else grew up fat, is this something that you can relate to, or like, is it just me? So a couple of weeks ago, someone that I don't know very well did something really nice for me and thoughtful in a social setting. Like, it was a really small thing, and I was like, oh, why would he do that? And the only way that my brain could rationalize it was like, oh, he must fancy me, because why else would anyone do that? But at the same time, I knew that something in my logic wasn't making sense, and so I really thought about it. When I was thinking about it, I realised that I came to the conclusion that he must fancy me because straight men so often will just not give a fat woman the time of day to even be polite. Like, if you even today, I made eye contact with a man by accident because I just looked in his direction, and he was like he looked.
That's because being past a certain size of heavy is not attractive. Your body starts to become deformed. Your mobility starts to suffer. Your health starts to suffer. You clearly have poor lifestyle habits. You eat too much. You very likely eat unhealthy food. You're probably not the type to want to get out and go hiking and kayaking and doing active things and running around and going to the park. Probably just want to sit all day. Like, you know, your lifestyle, the lifestyle that facilitates being a certain size alone is not considered attractive.
Looked away so quickly because he didn't want me to get.
Again, this woman's young. All these women are young. Like, they really are in for a rude awakening in a few years.
Wrong idea, I guess. I don't know, maybe not, but like, that happens to me a lot. So basically I realised that like I took an action that was like bare minimum polite as something much more because I received such a lack of respect from men because I'm fat.
And she, like, did Poseidon bit. She was very loyal to her father.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, this is another big girl on the edge of a couch. She has her shirt pulled up, her pants pulled down, with her fupa and gunt and everything in between hanging out. She's lifting it up. She's slapping it around, shaking it around. And if you look right here, you can see right here the redness and the little bit of a discoloration in between this first and second roll. That is skin irritation from friction, from moisture, from heat. And that gets like smelly and sweaty and yeasty and gets infections and, you know, Cheetos get stuck in there. It's just a nasty thing to have. And look, she's picking it up and shaking it around. This is the feeder content I'm talking about. God, TikTok really makes me to wants me to make another feeder video. So I guess that I will have to heed the call at some point in the near future. But look, like, again, if you're not looking at the 4 minute and 50 minute mark, 4 minute and 50 second mark of this video I'm reacting to, you can visibly see there is actual, like, acanthosis nigricans situation type deal, in the words of Amber, type discoloration. And that is just the smaller rolls. Like, what do you think it looks like up under the big roll, up under like that fupa? That's like dangerous, uncharted territory. Like, she needs to put a sign there that says, "Here be monsters," or something, like a warning.
She was very loyal to her father, and
she was, dude, that's like not attractive. Why this is so this is like so showing such a lack of respect. It's like you have no self-respect. To sit here and pull your shirt up and pull your pants down like this and show your gut and shake it around and flop it around and slap it and watch the waves. That shows that this poor girl absolutely hates herself and has no respect for herself. And who is letting her do this? Like, does her family know she does this? Do they know she posts videos? Like, they should, if they do, they should beg her not to. And people who look at this and praise it and like it, those people are sick. Those people don't care about these content creators. These people that praise this want to see this girl die and hurt herself. It's disgusting.
in the war for land and sea. She was like covering up all the land with water, and Zeus was like, I don't like that. So here's
She's saying some kind of story, but I haven't been listening because I'm just too busy talking about the self-deprecating humor and actions and talking about the severity of her condition, and those are just the problems with those folds. That's not even talking about all the problems she definitely has at least started going on internally. And that's not even getting to the frickin' loose screws she's clearly got in her head.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn you into a
Oh my God. I am so sorry. I keep trying to mute the mic when I'm sniffly, but like I hit it and it's a new mic and I have muscle memory from hitting the top of the other one and I keep missing so that the mic doesn't shut off. So I do apologize for any sniffling, but
and chain you to the floor of the ocean, and
like she's literally, this is feeder content. She's sitting here telling a story that has nothing to do with her body or anything, but she has her gut out and she's shaking it and lifting it and jiggling it and wiggling it around and showing the rolls and showing the disgust. This is absolutely fetish content that should be contained behind a paywall on a site like OnlyFans for the degenerates willing to pay for it.
you'll have an incredible thirst for water all the time forever, because I can't be a good sport.
God, girl, have some freaking self-respect. Holy shit. She's just annoying me.
And
You hear noises back there. My son and his friend are making goofy noises. They're little.
I didn't seem to care. So poor Curtis, she became.
And her volume is low. My volume, I believe, is, well, it's not up the whole way. I can turn it up. But she is a little lower than the other ones.
There aren't a whole lot of descriptions about what she looks like, but seems like a generic sea monster. Also might quite literally be.
Yeah, all she is, you see, she's just constantly shaking and jiggling and slapping her belt. I gotta skip past this, guys. I can't look at this anymore. I'm literally going to projectile vomits across my living room.
Would imagine absolutely hurting me so bad.
This girl needs mental help intervention. Seriously. And boy, this is a long clip. Okay.
Fat people only.
Oh God, this is the fat. Isn't this fat? Not fat fab feminist. Fat fab femme or something. She's one of the most loudmouth, obnoxious twits that are out on the fat acceptance scene right now. She's so entitled and smug and just, oh, I can't stand her. And I frankly don't want to listen to anything she has to say. And clearly my dog doesn't even like her.
How do you understand the term mid-size?
Okay, I have been thinking about this since I saw a size 8 designer describe herself as mid-size. And it was like, you wear a size 8. You can shop anywhere. You do not need a
I remember when a size 8 was borderline big.
special description for your body. You're straight size. Be straight size. And it feels a bit like people that cling to the term mid-size, especially if they wear under a size 14.
A lot of these bigger girls use the term mid-size because they don't want to, despite wanting to be in fat acceptance and body positivity, they don't want to be associated with these crazy fat whack nuts. So they call themselves mid.
Really are doing the size washing equivalent of leaning forward.
This girl's
and pointing
really
out how their
pretty
body has
too.
rolls as a way to align themselves.
I
with
love
the
that hair color and that style. It looks great.
Oppression of fatness without actually having to be fat. And to be honest, for the most part, I don't really care how people describe their bodies. I do care the fact that brands are starting to capitalize on this and offering mid-size as their definition of size inclusion, which is harmful to actual fat people.
Well, you know what? It is not necessarily lucrative for all general brands to make sizes that go up to triple X gazunda, your average village yurt size. Like, because there just aren't that many people that are that big. There's getting to be a lot more women that are that big. But most women that are that big, a lot of them are financially not able to afford a lot of these clothes. And most really, really big people aren't out living this glamorous life like these fat activists claim. These people are stuck in their house because they have health issues and mobility issues. And they're embarrassed and they're in pain and they feel like shit. So, like, they have no need for these clothes. Like brands and any business, they're going to make what makes them money.
This is the perfect video to talk about the fact that thin
We might end on this one. We'll see what it says.
people feel obligated, like they have the right to talk about larger bodies just because they are in a thin one. Like, y'all obsession with us is getting out of control. Like, just straight up weird.
Well, you are like a squeaky wheel and you put stuff on a public platform. This whole video was basically super obese women flaunting and being proud and showing off their giant bodies and doing feeder fetish content when they should actually be ashamed of themselves and wanting to change themselves for the better and care about themselves enough to work on their health. So damn right, people have a right to talk about that, because kids, young people, impressionable girls and stuff watch these people and look up to them and are influenced by them. So yes, people who see the danger in this and the damage it's doing need to speak out about it. I'll speak out about it. I'll be the bad guy. I don't care. I care more about these overweight people than they care about themselves, because I want to see them do better for themselves and be healthier and happier. So unless you put it behind a paywall for only specific people to see and it's in the public, people can have their opinion.
You guys wake up and create these fake scenarios in your head just to further paint fat people in a negative light.
Oh, I wake up thinking of these crazy scenarios to paint fat people in a further light. Well, so I just wake up and create these scenarios where it's not larger bodies. You've made yourself large. You're not in a larger body. You are your freaking body, and you hate yourself. But am I just making up a scenario where these people have trouble walking and can't get around and have increased health issues and have more pain and have more stiffness, have infertility issues, cost us more money, die earlier, have a lower quality of life, in some degree, like we just saw a couple videos ago. It's totally not the fact that you're morbidly obese that you can't fit through a door. Oh, no, that's just a made up scenario. Ultimately, we wouldn't have to say anything, because nobody puts fat people like you down and does more harm and disservice to you than y'all do to your damn selves. So my words can annoy you or whatever, but what you're doing this yourself is going to give you the diabetes and the high blood pressure and the fatty liver and the aches and the pains. And that's not even getting into the stretch marks and skin folds and fupas and dupas and all the other oopas, and give you the decreased quality of life. So if you don't like that and you don't like me, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, because what I'm saying is honest, and what I am saying is out of more concern for larger bodies than what you say and do for yourselves.
Like, there aren't
I'm moody. I'm starting to get moody. I'm tired.
Bunch of fat people trying to break down your door to date you. Sorry. This video was strictly made to just further push the agenda of fat phobia, period.
Fat phobia is allowed to exist. It's not much of a real thing, but everybody should be afraid to be super fat. You should be afraid of getting to be really fat and sick and unhealthy. That is a perfectly valid concern. Paint me fat phobic. Give me my fat phobia club membership card, because I am too big now, and I am svelte compared to these people, and I know how I feel, and I know how I don't like myself, and I know how I don't want to be like this. Damn straight I'm scared to be bigger or get fatter, or if I lose all my weight to gain it again. I know the craptastic things that come with it. So being fat phobic is perfectly valid. Don't let these people bully you out of feeling ashamed to be fat phobic, people. Let your freak fat phobic flags fly.
If society didn't paint fat people in a negative light, there would be no...
You don't paint yourself in a negative light. You guys paint yourself as these happy, fun, sexy, glamorous people, and you get on shows like My 600-Pound Life. I don't mean like physically be on them. I mean you dog on shows like My 600-Pound Life because they show the reality that y'all don't want people to see because it totally kills your arguments and your narratives.
Reason why anybody wouldn't want to date us, but instead you guys want to hold on to this logic that you're
how about you're not going to live as long, you're not as healthy, you're not as active, you don't have respect for yourself, you eat too much, you sit around too much. I'm sorry, these girls, they can say it however they want. They're not as active as they prove to be, and they don't eat as healthily as a lot of them present that they do.
Not dating fat people all on your own, even though society coerced you into feeling that way. We don't grow to have
society may have an impact on how some people feel about certain things, but at the end of the day, people make up their own minds. No matter what the society pressure is, some people are just, most people are not going to find a super morbidly obese person attractive. They're not going to find those lifestyle habits attractive or physically attractive. When you have to close your mind and imagine what the person's human shape actually is underneath this suit of excess flesh, people aren't going to like that. And that's not oh, I only don't like fat people because society people are like, no, ew, I don't like that because that's not attractive to me. It's not healthy. That's in our genetic makeup to want a partner and a mate that is going to be able to contribute and help you and protect you and be an equal member of the team and have children with and be around for a long time,
At night, fat people are some of the most hilarious, gorgeous...
But hey, these fat girls, they want to be around for a good time, not a long time, right?
Amazing people that I have ever met. The plus size community on this app is absolutely fucking amazing.
That's really sad because the plus size community on TikTok and a lot of other apps is positively toxic. It is a death cult. It is horrendous. It is hurting people. It is brainwashing people. It is wrong. And the fact that you like it so much tells me that you have just drank copious amounts of the extra sugar Kool-Aid and just taking it all in.
And people should be honored to date anybody from that platform. But
no, nobody should be honored to date they should be honored to date you, but just because you're fat. Why? Tell me why that's an honor. Oh yay, I'm dating someone who's lazy and overeats and doesn't do the work to take care of their body. That's not an honor. I'm sorry, it's not. If you were work really hard and took care of yourself and ate healthy and avoided all the temptations and cared about your health, it's an honor to date somebody like that. It's a privilege to date somebody like that because that's few and far between these days, it seems like.
But I'm not surprised at this video.
Boy, this woman really thinks quite highly of herself, doesn't she? She's some sort of a queen to be a prize to be won.
There has been an influx of people coming onto social media just to talk about how much they hate fat people. And not only that, I am quite disappointed in TikTok in itself as well. Because even when
TikTok promotes you, TikTok will promote you. And all of these women I saw today running around naked almost in their underwear that are super morbidly obese are fine. But they censor other people. I know one of the reactors I watch is a female. She's lean. She's fit. She's a bodybuilder. She posts her posing and her, in her show bikini and stuff for her to, to show people her progress during her prep. And many a time she said on different platforms, her thumbnails and her videos and her pictures have been pulled and censored and had to be removed for nudity. Why is it a fit woman, a thin woman, a healthy woman, a muscular woman is being censored and having her stuff taken down. But I literally just watch legit feeder content, a string of it, and that is allowed.
You try to report the videos of people being bullied or people talking shit or harassing fat people, TikTok says that there's no violation.
Oh yeah, I'm done here, guys. I'm done. She's gonna keep going on, and I can't do it, and I want to go get my son ready for bed. But you heard that, guys. Telling fat people that their habits are bad, that they could make themselves better, that they're going to have health problems, that they're unhealthy, that, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Don't you want to be better for yourself? Get in shape, lose weight, make yourself healthy. Boy, I mean, just what shitlords are we to want somebody to be healthy and live a longer life and take care of themselves and have a better quality of life? We are just the biggest jerks. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna start getting too snarky for my own good. I can hardly breathe out of my nose. Isn't it nice to be back to fat acceptance? The more things change, the more they stay the same in this little neck of the woods. So anyways, I hope you liked it. I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for other content. I will see you guys soon, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.